Right. So, very let's pay attention because I don't know how long I'll be repeating myself. I don't have the luxury of time. For those of you who are new, what I observe is that when you come in, I want to beg us, those of us who are coming new, listen to me. Take your pen and your paper and write this thing down. When you are coming in newly into our platform, especially those of you subscribe for private mentorship. Now, you have subscribed with $5,000. Please, that money is not my concern, right? That money is not my concern is your attention and your productivity. Now, you'll be overwhelmed most time when you come on board and you see people talking about they make this money. Relax, relax, take it easy, relax, first relax. And you heard me when I mentioned about something on why I love Aka's X. Now, anyone coming to Forex, I'm not even ready to teach anybody Forex. Why will I waste so much of my energy to teach anybody Forex when I have platforms? You see, most time people coming to learning Forex, I will send them to baby peeps because every information on basic they need are there. I'm a strategist. Not that I cannot trade, but I discovered that we take things for granted. And why do I love to refer people to Akasex? Very simple, because if you don't go through your training for the first 1 month, right? If you don't go through your training for the first 1 month, you miss. So you want to use it, and that's my concern. And I think I don't know how I'm going to do this to make it very far, very, very important. Maybe when you come into private mentorship, your first 1 month, don't trade. Go through all the past information that's there. They can be overwhelming, but go through them and take pen and paper and write down notes. And you will see we want a place to say newcomer or newbie orientation. Go through those information. So now there are segments of your activities. If you're in private mentorship, we have said everything we are doing, either you're private mentorship or not. The first that is paramount for everyone is your investment segment. Now look at all these things. We mentioned these things are needed: broker for forex and synthetics, right? Exchange for cryptos, wallet for cryptos, all right? MetaTrader, trade locker for forex and synthetic, right? Because of MT5 and all the like. Trading view, all for crypto. Okay, so broker for forex, for synthetic and stock. Okay, then trading view for all, for your forex, for your synthetics, for your stock, for everything, for crypto, right? And then Forex Factory, my FS books, investing.com for everything to get informations, this fundamental information. CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap for crypto, all right? Baby Pips for everything, for knowledge, all right? Fast Bull, Telegram, all of these are very important stuff. And if I say three things: self, psychology, build your psychology, understand, settle down, market structure. Now to learn about market, all right? We said you learn how to coordinate yourself, all right? Control yourself. You learn how to manage yourself. You learn how to manage your money, risk exposure, but you learn how to understand market. You cannot manage the market. You can manage these two sides and then understand how to work with this guy. To learn that you want to manage this guy, you're wasting your time. It's not in your hand. It's not your control. Yourself, as your emotion is in your hand, you work on it to control it. Your money is in your hand. You work on it to control it. But your market is not in your hand because it's a global space. It's a marketplace. So anybody can wake up and do something you never imagined. Okay? So now let's quickly go. So trading routine checklist for investors. We say monthly close and open. So that means you are going to go to your trading view. We say top-down analysis mapping, weekly and daily key levels, demand and supply zone. Go through all of this. These informations are available. Go through all of this. This information are available, made available for us. Go through them. Go through them, all of them, one after the other. Go through them. My daily scalping, I have a lot of routine I just set here. Okay, go through them. Now let's quickly go. What I want to show to you. Now, you have three segments. First segment is your investing corner. So investment corner, crypto and stock. And then why I have to put crypto and stock? Because in Forex, I've tried to see, even on synthetic, I've started to see both that I can use for people to actually do like an investment, but it's quite cumbersome for me. I couldn't find until I'm able to get stabilized on anyone. So for now, you're investing. This is the only third-party platform, of course, we're investing, right? This PAYNET ecosystem. So, but you have to let's look at it and be optimistic. I've been there for 3 years, but that doesn't mean that I'm giving 100% assurance, but at least it's fantastic. And still the developers, they are not looking so enticing. And so there's still no noise about this project and all of that. So you are starting, you have at least in 1 year, you can do 105%. In 1 year, 105% of your equity. In another second year, you can do 105. That's 210% in 2 years. That's amazing. So 1 year stock staking a lock, you have 105%. So, and this is paid every day, $9 every day. That is $270 every month. If it's only $3,000 you invested, then if you can invest up to you can invest more than one slot, maybe two, three, four, five slot. So of course, if it's let's say 5 slot, that's $15,000. You already know that this $15,000, $270 every month, multiply by 5, that will be $1,350 for the next 2 years. That's what you'll be earning for the next 2 years. After the capital expired, after the 2 years tenure is expired, your $15,000 will be dropped for you back in the span of 5 months. So each month, 20%. Okay, so that's so clear. So you register, this is the link, and then you register FMC Pay because that's a place you can withdraw your money to convert and make it available in USDT to your exchange. Now, other investment, we'll talk about the Radium. I'll talk about Aerodrome and Wiggle Swap and all of that. But at least Radium, Aerodrome are very more fantastic already, right? So if you go into, probably if I go in here, so please, I'm just doing this for a purpose and so that we can understand what practically are we doing, right? So that you don't gallivant here and there. So if you go to Aerodrome, this is Aerodrome. This is Aerodrome for, this is this Radium, right? So you can buy Radium. There are so many coins. Of course, I'm going to do different video there, but where I want to arrive is not actually this stuff, but I just want to give you an idea and all of that. For you to do this, you are going to need your Phantom wallet. So Phantom wallet is free. I've told you Phantom wallet is free for you to download and register, and of course, do other thing you want to do on Phantom wallet. Okay, so you connect it and then do all your transaction where you swap and then do liquidity and all the like. Okay, so that's for investing. So where I'm arriving is not only investing. So then robotic and partial passive income stream. Why do I call it partial passive? I call it partial passive because you will do some settings, allow the boat to run and give you money. That's why I call it partial passive, right? Then on stock, Optimus, Merritrade, Trove, Piggyvest, cheaper cash, and all of this. This can work for you on both local and international stock and all that. Now, so we now have the carrier trading. So first, you have crypto trading. So we have manual future trading. I ask everybody register on CoinW. All right, you can register on CoinW and MXC because of maybe coin that may not be available on CoinW can be available on MXC. All right, so CoinW is the first I say you should register. Then the robotic AI future trading is U-Trading Bot. So you can see that U-Trading Bot is featuring in two places, both for investing and at the same time, that's partial investing and at the same time, trading activities. Okay, so we're going to explore more. Then the other aspect of trading is now your low gem trading, all right? So the low gem trading, before we talk about the Forex. So Forex, and I told everybody, register on my MDC, okay, Akas X, so that you can have fund. Then independent broker, that's not prop firm, okay? That's not a prop firm, should be, yeah, that should be Capital Extend, all right? Capital Extend or Admirals, as it were. Then we have the synthetic. Okay, so now, let me now go, first of all, what am I supposed to do? So follow me now. Please follow me, everybody. Now, I'm going to go to my trading view because that's where the whole thing is being cooked. And I gave everybody strategy. I say a very simple strategy that can work for you. And the very simple strategy I give to everyone, I said, go and you can use your trading view because you are using free. You may not be able to have both. So now you have this choice or this option. If you are using free, it's either you combine two major instruments or three. No, but it's the maximum you can combine is two because you are using free. I'm on a premium account. So I have a premium account so I can use many. Now, if you look at my own here, I can combine, are you getting it now? I can combine MACD and so I can combine MACD and flu trade, right? So MACD and flu trade. So pay attention. So if you go to Trading View, if you don't know how to go back to when I said how to navigate Trading View. You can see the options there. Okay, you can see the option there. So if you go to your Trading View, look at this is your indicator. So I click on indicator and you want to look for fluid trade. Look at it here. Look at it. Fluid trades. Add it to your indicator. But make sure there are no other indicator available. If there are some that are available, ensure you close them because if you are using free account, you will not be able to open more than two indicators. So you add flu trade. Second one, you go MACD. In fact, this should be every beginner's indicator. MACD, MACD. These two, right? So these two are very, very important for you. So now, let me take off this because I'm going to explain just two major indicators I want you to use. Very fantastic. Now, I've told you that as an investor, your time, you are always looking at monthly candle close. Are you getting it now? You're always looking at what? Monthly candle close. So now, this has happened. This created gravestone doji, but the next candle, it took out the low, and then this pumping. That means we are pumping to the air. Maybe 180,000 for Bitcoin. Only God knows. Yes, you heard me right. Now, because if you look at the MACD, it's returned bullish again. Look at it, creating more momentum. All right. So this is monthly. Now, if I go to weekly, I'm just paraphrasing this because I'm arriving somewhere. Those of you who are coming new. So if you look at on weekly, so that means you are looking at Bitcoin at maybe getting to $112,000, $111,000 using my own trend line, just to draw. But this is not where we're arriving at. Now, as an trader, all right, both either day trader or swing trader, because that's what you may be doing more often, right? You are looking at daily candle. Now, if you look at it now, let me take off this. Looking at daily candle. Remember I told you that you should add this guy, flu trade. I ask you to add what? Fluid trade. Now, what flu trade have done for you is that flu trade have marked demand and supply zone. Has marked what? Demand and supply zone. Look at the supply zone. That's the previous resistance. So forget demand and supply zone is that a higher level, which is a range of market actions or traders action, where the traders come in and do certain things. And this was here, right? And the market has been moving. Now, so this is on daily. Please pay attention. And I say the best strategy for me to trade, irrespective of the instrument, is that every market presents support and resistance. On the advanced level, you call it demand and supply zone, right? Now, that when I come into the market, so if you look at it now, so let's look at our MACD. Can you see? MACD, this was what we call a kind of divergence, okay? So look at the MACD from here. It was creating a lower low while market was creating a higher high. Look at it up here. Eventually it dropped, but this is a very strong support. And remember what I told you. When the market start moving, what you want to do is that, look at this. Look at this instrument here. Anything you are looking for, place your cursor, look at rectangle. If I take rectangle here, So you see when market came down here, right? Look at it. This is market came down here. I said my support. Look at my support. So when the market came down here, what do you have? You have this wick. So I mark from the mouth of the wick to the body of the candle and stretch to the future. You will see most time I'll tell you that I'm expecting market to get here. Can you see what I did? I stretch to the future. Now, this is your business. This is Bitcoin. Now, I stretch to the future, which means I'm looking at the range of 91 and 90,000. So every time, then even at first when the market moved here, that means I was stretching here. Are you following now? So that means I stretch here. Are you following? Now, stretching here, it means that you have a range of the market. Now, the market came down, all right, and then go up. In this going up, long and return back to the zone again and came down, but eventually start moving. That means we broke this. But look at the massive thing that happened. We broke this. We want a kind of retest here to support at 99, but he broke it and came down. But this is a week. Now, what week simplifies or signifies in the market is that week signifies, if it's weak from the bottom, massive reaction from buyers. Haven't dump, there are reactions that are massively by the buyers to buy the market, and the market rally back, but market kept struggling. You can see this play become what? A repeated resistance. You can see, and then this one become a repeated support. So that means ordinarily, if you are trading, you will have been trading in between these two boxes. Then the market again rally up here. And I always tell you something that if the market candle has not closed like daily, I don't make decision. And that's exactly here. When the market was going up here, when you bought here, your tentative take profit point was this point, right? The market take for some days. And then all of a sudden break out of that point. As it broke out of that point, yes, it closes above. But the following day, the candle open and grab liquidity above. And then what happened? Rack down. Just in 1, 2, 3 days, we return back to this point again. And again, the market open and then get bullish. And then in few days again, the market continue rigmaroling a point and push back to grab this low. But immediately it was reacted back, which means we are still bullish. Are you following now? So that means we are still bullish. And that's what gave result to this. 1, 2, 3. Now, even when you now buy, you are still conscious of here, remember? And then the market again move. Create this low, another day, right? Create this and close here. The next opening, I want it to like come down a little and pop up. And then you are targeting this point. And then that's where we have this. So this previous day candle, I love what happened. If you didn't mean this kind went up this, that would have been very catastrophic. But it has to come down and then look at the candle created. Come down, close here, and then this one open here, first went down. That is good. That shows we are bearish, are bullish. You can see the MACD from when it has shown. This is on daily time frame. I'm just showing you this sequential order so that you understand when I post to you. Now, the best most of the time frame that clarify middle from this is actually 4-hour time frame. Look at it. You know, this is the mark we mark now of this. Now, you will have been trading here or 4-hour time frame. Look at your MACD. Look at where your MACD came down and where you mark, the market was there. Of course, we'll now talk about price action. So, but you have gotten a support here and then targeting a resistance. It doesn't matter if you break above it, but yours was targeting here to here. And if you look at your target from here to here, it may take several days, right? But look at it. That's about 8%. That makes a lot of sense. You use 10x times 8%, that will be 80% of your trade. Then look at your MACD cross. Then you are looking at, it's still above this point. This is engulfing. And of course, you're already reacting and selling down, targeting this space. And it's actually happened. Then this one started marolling. This is like kind of double bottom, but this is another low. And what happened? Look at your MACD and look at your MACD here. So You don't entertain unnecessary fear. You're working with your template. You can see we have narrowed down to a lower time frame. Now, if you go to 1 hour time frame, so 1 hour time frame, you can see another fantastic thing. So, you mark this thing on daily. Now, look at your market. Look at your MACD. Do you see that? Look at your MACD. A cross, and of course, look at your reaction. The market continue. Your target was up here, right? It will take some days, and you complete the journey on your 1 hour. But this guy still stay strong and return back, create, while you now use your flu trade, create a demand zone, meaning continuation, then pull back again, and then your MACD crosses because the trend was actually super. And then the next we have here was this kind of divergence. So this is bearish divergence. The market was going down while market was going up while the market was going down. So now look at that what happened. This is your 1 hour. So yesterday we have this fantastic crash. But remember, this your mark was not marked because of this. I don't know, maybe many of us will understand. This your mark was not marked because of this. This was marked before. And let's go back. How do we know that this line was marked? How come the market just bounced on top of it? Let's go back. You can see why you need to be meticulous in your business. So let's go back to daily time frame now. What mark do we mark here? We mark here. Let's look at it here. Remember what I told you? The initial point the market pushed up to and got rejected. We mark it and market cross it and then look at it, another rejection. So this is a resistance has now turned to a support. Now, because you mark it on daily, now let's go to the 1 hour you saw. So you have marked all this point. See what happened. The market came down there yesterday. In the opening of today, what happened? On top of that point is where the market reacted from. So what do you now do? You are longing the market, right? You are longing the market as at the time you come up today. Because if you go to your daily time frame, you are going to see the candle reaction, and then you are longing the market. So let's say you have come in and you long the market. So I'm just trying to experiment some things to us. And then you are targeting this up. That's about 7%. So within the shortest time, 70 times 10 is 7 times 10 is 70%, right? 70%. And then that's what you have done. And look at your MACD. But this is now where I'm going. On a daily time frame, what you are trading time is your 15 minute. Your 15 minute. Now look at our 15 minute. Look at all the things Bitcoin did the previous day or this one. Probably you may not find trade here. Yeah. Or you could find. So now, what do I tell us? I tell us, and then you are on your 15-minute time frame. Now, what I do is very simple. My 15-minute time frame, what I do is very simple. You see all this one movement, of course, look at your MACD already told you, there is no momentum. When the MACD is not distancing itself, you have to stay off from the market. But scalper may still find some trade because on their own, they will have gone to 5 minutes and they will be doing this thing I told you. And what's that thing I told you? What I told you is that the market, even on this 5 minutes or 15 minutes, the market, when it move up, look at it, you mark it as resistance. When it come there, it's either to break it and retest it or it reject it as it were. Now, look at this. This was a massive drop. Look at your MACD. So I push up and then return back. You probably may not sell this because you may not envisage it. You probably may not sell this because you may not envisage it. So look at when the market actually crashed at 11 p.m. yesterday, right? Now, you didn't envisage it, but when it crashed, it came down here. That's your point. And look at your MACD, start reacting, and market got short in. And then that means even if you do not enter the market, because this was the first drop, and the market rallied up, and the second drop. So this will have been my point of interest that I've actually marked out as support. The market came down to it, just like creating equal low, and then return back. It has grabbed this. At the return, this should be your entry probably, because it take out this is it, this is a high, and then it took it out and returned. So, but because you are on a daily time frame, you probably will have entered even before now. So, but let's say you now entered here. Now, listen to me. Now, in your entry here, definitely I would like you to know that your entry here, for instance, your take profit will be here. You ask me why? That's about 4%. 4% of 10x is 40%. Do you know why your take profit is here? Because this is a high. So you expect the market to get there and react, perhaps go sideways and dump back and maybe then find another. But this massively engulf it, but that's not your business. You have taken profit, you have taken profit. Or sometime when you enter 2 or 3 positions, 2 of it to be closed here, 1 is left. And just like in my Forex now, I have an account on the Bitcoin, 1 is closed and 1 is still left. I only adjust the stop loss, I think here. And now you can see the market has pulled back and then continue this movement. Okay, if I take what is called Fibonacci retracement, never mind for that, but later you will understand it. Okay, this drop self is shallow. So ordinarily I expected it to come to 38, but if it didn't come there, that's not an issue. But so understand what I'm showing to us here. So this is Bitcoin. Now you have used your MACD and what? Your MACD and you have used your MACD and what's it called? And the flu trade to identify demand zone. So for people who are scalping, if you go to like 5-minute scalping strategy, now you have find this. So that means yesterday you probably will sell because in the chart pattern here, look at it. This is a double top because when the market first came here, it now come down. Then you have find a resistance. The market return back there and then sell out. So it means this is a double top. Even if you don't enter here, your entry is when you break this. This probably will form your entry. Are you getting it now? And you are selling down to this point. But your stop loss are both here. So that means at that point, please pay attention. You don't need to, God will give us grace, okay? Because sometimes we want to get everything. That's why we couldn't get anything eventually. Look at it. So here, this is 1:3 already. This is 5%. So 10x, 1.5. So 1.5, that's 15%. If you get out, return back, you lose 15% of the money. But as you move down, you make 50 to almost 55% of the money. Do you understand? So please, I'm just doing this for emphasis. It doesn't matter which instrument, either Forex or crypto, is the same philosophy. So use your MACD and use your MACD, all right? Use your MACD and flu trade, okay? Because you can't use more than 2 indicators in your trading view because you are using free account. Okay, so the same thing applies to other instruments like gold, all right? So you can see Solana itself. So you can see Solana. Can you see now? See Solana. See the MACD. Now see the resistance you have created. And then rally, this is failed. I always tell you that in the resistance region, it's either the market come up there, right? It's either the market come up there and grab it and return back to the range, or fail to get to the point, or tap to it and have a sharp rejection. But here, you have this, and then the market came to crash down. So that means your entry probably will be here, and your stop loss will be above here. So if you look at it, so your take profit may be here. So, but these are liquidity, and all the like. After all the major liquidity have been grabbed, now the guy start reacting today. Now, but follow your MACD too. See that, and then look at MACD. And now this is a support point, grab liquidity. This is support, right? Can you see? This is support. But it actually came down. Now, this is a support. This is the high, right? That gave about the support. Now, you want this market, you grab it. Did it take out this high? No. Then you are not going. Good. Now, this one, this is support. You grab the liquidity, return up, and then take out this high and pull back, then you are in. This is your take profit. another next take profit, and all of that. So if it's in crypto, Forex, the same thing. So look at it. Can you see now? So it's the same thing everywhere. So using your MACD, you can make a lot of money, but you have to be disciplined. I told people to enter this prop cut not long and then pull back as if it's not good. Okay, imagine. Okay, look at it. Fantastic. This is very, very nice. Look at the MACD cross. So you use MACD and this guy, you can still be fine. So then you now have to. So another thing you probably could use, is so okay, let me teach this strategy. So MACD. Now, assuming you cannot use MACD, but as a beginner, I would love you to use MACD. But assuming you cannot be privileged to use MACD, I use another strategy. So your flow trade indicator together with Asian range. But you have to be a bit professional here. But so look at your Asian range. Now, I wake up in the morning, and that's why I told you people, I say from 1 a.m., both crypto and Forex, I can even trade just one particular trade for the day, and I will be fine. So what do? I come in, of course, you have seen the day where the market is going or whatever. So you need to understand the bias of the market. So this market is bearish, right? So this market is bearish. So, but that's for time being. Now, we needed to take out this high to continue being bullish. So, but you have come. Very simple, right? So look at your 15 minute. You have come, and this is the high of the Asian, and this is the low. Now, so when you come, you have seen that the low, so the high is there, and the low is being grabbed. The high is there, and the low is being grabbed. Look at something very, very clear that I will see to you. I said you don't need to disturb yourself so much about the structure, because the indicator can mark it for you. How does it mark it? This is a lower low, this is a higher low. Winning the market structure shift is already shifting. If that's the case, your target is that, and that's why I told people if I come in early, right, you will have seen that this is a low. This is the high that created the low, however, and now the market come down, and you expect this is your tentative support, which you mark, for instance, and then your flow traders actually mark it out for you. So, but it's been marked, and then market rallied up, right? And come down, failed to come down here. So that's one, or could double bottom, that's two, or could grab and return, that's three. But it failed, that's a failed one, and then continue. So at the move up, you probably may not find an entry here because you are conservative. So what you are looking for is this guy, this high, now is to retest it. And that's what it has done. And you have found an entry here. And then the market is moving. So your stop loss, sometime to be on the safer side, you put it down where I put it, or even below this. Or if it's too bogus, then you can just put it below this one. And then your take profit target. Now, this is my first take profit target should be the mid of the average of the Asian range, which is about 54 cents. All right, about 54 cents. That should be my first take profit. If that is the case, let's look at how much percent would that be. Wow, are you kidding me? That's about 21%. That's about 21%. Is that true, Felix? Are you kidding me? About 21%. Yes. That's amazing, right? That is super. When I mean super amazing, that's super amazing. So 21%. Now, ultimate 37%. 37%. So if you use 10x to this point, 20%. 10 times 20, that's 200%, guys. Yes, that's 200%. To the point where it is now 5% already. Wow, that's amazing. And so if you use 10x, 5% by 10x, that's 50%. Okay, so let's look at 5 minutes. So 5 minutes, sometime when I come down to 5 minutes or 1 minute, is to see the structure change early. You can see the lower low, and then a lower high to this high, and then a higher high to this high, and then a higher low to this low. You read it? So if that had happened, another higher high, another lower low. So the next thing you want this guy to do is to break this high and create another higher high, and then continue to go. So sometimes you can come down to 1 minute or 5 minutes to see the structure shift on time, and then be able to go ahead. So, but you can see what I'm just showing you, that this is amazing. This is Asia range. I can use it for any market. Can you see now? Look at Bitcoin. It crash, then we return back here to the low of the Asian region. Then we are returning back. We grab this. If we had grabbed this and just rally and return back, then we'll have failed. But now it's continuing to move up. Okay. So looking at, okay, so now good. This one now couldn't even get there properly. So I may just wait, because now sometime while I wait here, that I want to see that this guy may grab this is a liquidity up here. So I will wait for it to grab this liquidity. Then when I'll fail, sell down, I will now want to sell. Or when I come in early and I know that still at the base of the Asia range, I want to buy. This is Forex. Okay. Now I'm using one stone to keep many bets so that you understand what we're doing per time. Please, I beg us, so let's maximize this opportunity. So you can, this is Solana. Come on, that's amazing. You grab the low, and then we're looking to the high. If you get to the high, grab it and return to the range, that means it will fall. If it didn't fall, it will target another liquidity here, another liquidity here. So this liquidity are support and resistance region, and then market will grab it and continue or grab it and return down, as it were. Okay, so this pop card. Yeah, so the same thing we saw on SUI, here was right. All of the market follow the same pattern. All of them, all of them. Now, this liquidity have been grabbed. Will it fail down here? Then let's see what happened. Okay, so chain link. Okay, now chain link is going to fail because it has grabbed the liquidity above the Asian region range. And so you are looking at, so it's already showing a sign, because this is a failed. Then once you print another candle, that means I probably will be looking for to short chain link, maybe back to the region, Asia range, right? So if I go here and take my Fibonacci retracement from the swing low to where it is now, so now you can see golden ratio is actually aligning with the medium of the Asia range here. Okay, so I'm doing all of this for us so that you can understand and maximize all the opportunity given to us. Okay, so deep, the same thing. Okay, deep continue. So looking up so it align, and this you will have done. So every day you wake up, these are the checklists you actually want to look out for so that you will not miss fantastic opportunity. And and even when I post some result or some signal, you'll be able to align on time and taking what belongs to you from the market. All right. Now, the question now is this. So we've seen all of these. We've seen all of these. See, okay, Popcat's reacting here and all of that. So we've seen all of these. Let me check out something. Okay, you can see GBP, JPY rallied up and then failed, and then is dumping. So those of you are trading currency as Forex. So the same thing, near protocol. Okay, I talk about AVE. So please, okay, told some people to buy AVE yesterday and even other. Okay. So now this is down the point when it comes to when it has to do with your boat. So using your what's this bot called? Now, this is a downtrend, right? So using your bot, what has to do with your trading bot. So I want to check, so like in a week or now this is 1 hour time frame. Now, 1 hour time frame, even 4 hour time frame, when you wake up for the week, look at this is a downtrend. So that means this guy is still going to virtuals will still come down. Look at the demand zone, right? So of course, okay, I think it has rallied down and created a demand zone, right? So look at it, failed to hit it. Now rallied up, crashed down. So we want to see this guy now to create a low that will be higher than this. So when it come above this, you're going to see a low here. So that means when I come, I probably will do a kind of long for my market, but that's not too beautiful for me. Even this one too is not too beautiful. And unfortunately, that was what I used yesterday too. Okay. So this is your routine. Open your laptop, check the market, and then you can find an entry. So you go on 15 minutes using Asia range and all of that. Then let's take off this. I'm not using Asia range, right? I'm using another thing. So I'm not using Asia range. I'm not using flu trade, but I'm using two things, MACD and moving average. MACD and moving average. So that means you can go to your trading view and search for 10 in 1 different moving averages. So you're going to enable it. Now, by default, it gives you the 200 moving average. So maybe you want to enable another one to join it, which is the 50 moving average. So 50 EMA and then 200 EMA. So these are the two guys you want to put, right? So this one you want to make it thicker, and this one just a bit thick, but not too thick. Okay. Excuse me. That's the 50. Okay. Yes. So now this is what you have done. So you want to just trade with moving average and the MACD. But you can see that the moving average can slack behind for you, but you just want to know which trend. So sometimes you may not even use 50, you just use 14, right? So you just use 14, and if you want to trade with 1 minute, 15 minute, 1 minute, 5 minute, you may use just 50. So here is 14. Okay. So here is 14 moving average. I take off all of this. Good. So now this is 14 moving average and 200 moving average. So you are using in combination with your MACD. Now, one of the lovely things about MACD is that it created means for different things. Divergence, right? Crossover and all the like. So now let's quickly look at it. You wake up, you want to check the market. This is BNB, for instance. Yeah, fine. Another thing I didn't tell us that you can enable your trading section. What do we call it? Session break. So you right click on the dashboard of your trading view and you click on settings and then go to event and you see session break, enable it so that you can see the previous day and all of that. There's still something I'm going to show to us there. Now, if I come, see this market, see that yesterday, see the MACD cross and all of that. Now, you know, MACD has some component. First, there is signal line. Second, there is MACD line. Third, there is histogram. Now, so signal line, MACD line, and histogram. This histogram shows momentum strength, and crossover shows market potential change in direction. So if all of this can be identified, then you can simplify a lot of things. Yeah, so now if we look at it, let's look at it something. Let me take out this, show you. Histogram. Okay, so let's take out this, guys. So here, okay, so now you can see the histogram. It showed the momentum strength. When this guy continued, when it start moving and the line, what's it called? The histogram coming out in green, and that shows the market, and you can see an engulfing candle, right? And of course, you have mark here as a potential support before this grab, and the market rallied up. Of course, you are seeing your 200 moving average there that you say you send a potential resistance and even align with the left. I always say when you enter the market, look at your left. That is a high that the market ought to have grabbed to continue the momentum. But unfortunately, we have this. The market continue, and then, of course, momentum was dropping, but drop on 14, and then this next. Candle begin to show short candles. And now the red start coming out. And that's at least at your 200 moving average. You have a cross. Now, the momentum continue, and that you could sell. So for me, if you short the market from there, here, that means you are targeting this point, this swing low before that. That's about almost 3%. And so that means your entry point, so what you're actually looking for, so it's short here, and your stop loss is actually above here, and your take profit is here. That's not up to 1:2. No, never mind, because there's a swing low. So sometimes when you are targeting 1:2, may not meet up, but sometimes can be okay. So now you can see that the market actually came there, and you are fine, right? Now, so the same thing. So let's look at it. Look at this cross. This was not even so much apt anyway, because it was almost a failed market. That's why you see that come up that way. Now let's come back. Let's come back. Okay. So let's look at it. See the MACD cross when it start bending and all of that. So it's almost aligned with 14 because this is 12, something like that. Now there is zero line, zero level, whatever. At the cross of it shows the momentum is heavy to go to another direction. This is a cross. Let's go. Just doing all of this so that you can be meticulous enough, although not depending on it, but using it to aid your activities. Okay? So what are we now looking at? Now, this guy, there's a drop in momentum, but we're still above the zero line. Another good thing is that above the zero line is that even when the momentum is high, when it come back to the zero line and it didn't break it, it's another kind of momentum swing to continue the journey up. So that's one of the things that can help you to maximize the space. So MACD and 200 moving average. So anything below 200 moving average is a downtrend. Anything above 200 moving average is an uptrend. So look at it, even on 5 minutes, you're already having such a similar thing. See your 200 moving average, then now see above 200 moving average. So you are waiting again for another momentum. So that means this MACD come down to this zero and then continue to move up and all of that, right? So that's one of the things you need to master in this space. So you can see on 15 minutes for PopCat, still a downtrend, right? Trying to rally above the 200 moving average. So when it move above 200 moving average now, you're going to see the journey, the movement will be faster and all of that. And so you can see 14 moving average. Now, if you check here, there's something very, very important you check here. This was a potential, okay, this is not a swing. Now, this is what to mark. Let's go. I told you support and what? Resistance. You mark here. From the wick of the candle, right? So you can let it travel to the future so that you will not even forget because you may forget. You can allow it to say, guy, you know what? Travel to the future. Thank you. Now here, what to expect is that market come down, rally up, cross this, fake out. When you finish faking out, return back to the range and now engulf. I will sell. And my stop loss above here. Market rally up and contact this place again as a sharp rejection and then engulf, I will sell. Oh, rally up, fail. After you fail, see an engulfing, I will sell. So at this point, you come late, right? So you are coming in here, that means your stop loss will be here. Because if your stop loss to be here may be too big. But if it's a swing trade, right, you can actually put it there. That is too big, guys. So that means it's as good as not even having stop loss because that's not a scalping, right? Can you see? That's too bad. So you have to be here. So 10 is 40% of your money. Come on. So for me, once I see a failed rally here, I'm already in. That's one of the things. And that's why I always encourage you, don't jump too many instruments at a time. So you have investigated instrument and you are picking this particular one at a time, face it, and make out the money out of that instrument. If not, you'll be struggling in between when you're supposed to take the right decision, you take a wrong decision because you are combining too many things at a time. Are you following? So let's go back to the 15 minutes and you can see that this market we ask people to enter is actually still selling for them. So you can see that on 5 minutes or whatever minute. So if you now look at it, if you are going to go on 15 minutes, that means we're going to extend this guy down here. Now, which is already a sign for you. So 15 minutes, this is it. And this candle fell down, then is your entry. And so probably, so you can't wait to this point. Because if you wait to this point, your stop loss will be too bogus. That's already failed. Then you are pushing in your money. And pushing in your money, definitely you may not target down here. I know that for sure. Where will be your target? This low. And man, so targeting this low, I'm not sure it's a bad one. Even if you enter from here, targeting this low here, come on, that's 12%. That's big. Yeah, you heard me right. That's big. So this guy now, if for anyone who have entered at the point when I asked them to enter, so you can see that, let's take it here now to this point. That's about 5%. Okay, we said it earlier. So now you can see another kind of, see 200 moving average. That could be a first take profit. And now let's enable the Asian range. Can you see the Asian range middle? Oh my God, Holy Spirit. Align with the 200 moving average, which will say that should be your first take profit. Guys, are you following? We say that should be your first take profit. Now, but you cannot combine all of these instruments, Asia range together with moving average and then your MACD. You, number one, to be too congested. And number two, of course, you cannot have that because your account is a free account. Unless and if over the year, you now want to upgrade to a paid account, we have different subscriptions, as it were, then you can locate the one you want. So my account is on premium. So if you look at subscription, where is it here? I think you can just see subscription anywhere, right? So we're looking at this point. That's a very massive. So once you break this now, the journey may be smoother for it. And that's going to give for whoever that was in. So at the time I asked them to go in. So they are targeting 20%, 21%. If it's 10x, that is 10 times 20, that's 200. Wow, that's going to be massive. That's going to be massive. So, ladies and gentlemen, please pay attention. Those information are very important and vital. So you have to build up yourself. So you can see, so to find trade every day is simple. But if you are not disciplined, you won't find trade. Now, so you can imagine when I see this one in a day and I put it in my boat and I say cycle. So if you cycle and there's boat is trading, when it gets here and the market begin to, that's one of the things you should understand. When the market get up here and begin to struggle, I can close, go to my boat and now say, okay, the one you have done is enough. So the advantage of the boat is that, you see, it will have been trading one in, one out, one in. But when I have enough time, I still go ahead and do my normal, what's it called? So when I have the time, I still do my normal trading at a given point of manual trading or future trading to go to my CoinW and find an entry there. I hope this is clear enough. So it's the same style we used, all right, for those other meme coin trading and all the like. Use your MACD, just so because beginner, you can easily find way out all of those things. So look at what I did to this guy. All right, can you see now? Look at it. Now, this Trump is tired. So cannot rally. So you need to break this for us to continue. So I told you about the support and resistance and all the like. And that's one of the things. Okay, so now, if you have done this, very simple, right? So that's just the basics you need to do every time. Please, everyone, you are new, pay attention. And the same pattern for the same pattern for call it for me, the same pattern for spot trading. Okay. So market crashes, you want to look for an opportunity to buy and hold, then it's the same pattern you're going to use to do all of those necessary things. So it's not difficult, but if we make it difficult, we'll be fidgeting even when opportunity is staring at us. Okay, can see gold now. Gold after this, I told you, I said market returning back even to zero. It's another buy opportunity. But look at what gold did. Gold pull back to 200 moving average and then now want to go up. So if I look at it, I take fib retracement. That's at 38, right? So if you enable my flu trade, right? Enable my flu trade. And even this now, I could take out the 50 because since I'm not working with that. So you can see that it actually align on top of 200 moving average and at the same time on top of Asia high. Pull back to that and then want to continue to rally it up. All right, so you can see your flu trade. You already marked the high, the low, or was it the one we marked? Okay, already marked it. That's one of the lovely things. All right, so you have all the instruments that will help you reduce the stress, even outside the one with send signals and all of that. Just be making money. So you can see Bitcoin, okay? See the pumping now. So where's Popcat? You too, pump now. Popcat, pop out, please. All right, so please pay attention. I'll do more video because it's just taking my time, but I really want us to know what I'm doing. Bye.